Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Honoring the United States, that was Skylar Cole with the singing of tonight's national anthem.
Yeah, you go again. You putting on your own rodeo again. Yeah, you put me out just to flash that smile and last on the year. But I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,001 won't be so bad, 'cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Cavaliers, they've risen to third in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
You know, for Philadelphia, they were hoping to begin the year better. It's still too soon to hit the panic button, but they're heading in the wrong direction.
And we have a minute to catch up with our reporter. What do you have for us, Allie?
Hey, Brian. Well, Damian Lillard talked about his clutch gene. He said, quote, "I never think there's a game that I can't take control of. When I'm out there, I feel how hard the defense is trying to stop me, regardless of how I'm shooting the ball. I want to show them why they should be worried and why they should be on edge." Brian?
Yeah, Allie, always a threat. Thanks for that. And Clark, for just about every team at this time of the year, optimism is running high. That's the magic of the early season.
Couldn't agree with you more. And soon enough, B.A., we'll find out which teams have a right to be optimistic and can earn the right to be considered contenders. It's always fun to see which teams take that next step towards being playoff ready.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Damian Lillard out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Lopez in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for Philadelphia, we've got Maxey, Paul George out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Big Daddy in at the point.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Lillard outside. The three is up. That shot off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
Got plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
Pass to Barry. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. He'll take possessions like that one all day.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Porter finds Antetokounmpo. That one a little long.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Everybody knows Giannis is elite. But just in case you have any doubt, he's got a trophy case you need almost the whole team to lift.
Ooh, poked away. Pass to Maxey from the arc. Here's Evans. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound. Ooh, finishes with style. A double clutch jam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Line the lane.
At the line for Philadelphia,
Well, Clark, Antetokounmpo's awards certainly do put him in some rare company.
Along with Jordan and Hakeem the Dream, B.A., I mean, Giannis is one of 3 players ever to win MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. Rarefied air indeed.
Now here's Lillard. 4 on the clock. And here's Porter outside. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Maxey. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Porter outside. Can't get it to drop.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Out left to the wing. Here's Barry. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Lillard. His last outing, we saw him score 22.
In terms of shots per game, Lillard's name is always near the top of the list. He's not going to hesitate if the shot's there for him.
For 3, Maxey buries it from 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
For 3, here's Lillard. Rebounded by Evans.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Out to the wing. Puts one up from 19. And again, it's Philadelphia.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's Porter. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And here are the 76ers. They're on a 17-5 run. George, good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Embiid gets the bucket.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Outside Porter. Here's Lillard. He can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Pass to Evans. Over to the left wing. Here's Barry. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5, and that one's good.
What's incredible, he doesn't need much space to let it fly. Lillard's shooting touch does wonders for his team spacing. They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And Milwaukee's shooting has not been great early, just 27%. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
Here's Barry. After the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now. He is indeed a showman now. Porter Jr. using that explosive athleticism on the rack attack. Yes, sir.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there. 5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
George's shot is good.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Antetokounmpo. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Perhaps the best trait of Giannis, his loyalty, Clark.
Love that about him, B.A. We've seen others test those free agent waters. No begrudgment there, but not Giannis. Stayed in Milwaukee, a small market team, signing an extension in 2020, and then led the Bucks to that 2021 title. The Greek Freak didn't need to get to a super team to get a ring. He birthed and led a super team right where he was.
You know, for this Bucks team, they seem to play together as well as any team we've seen recently.
Yeah, this team has a bunch of players who complement each other very well. And they've got so many different ways that they can play on the floor. That's what makes them so successful. Well, that and Giannis.
Now here's Lillard. He has 7. Antetokounmpo outside. Kuzma outside. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. George, right side. Launches a 3. Not going to go that time. The Bucks shooting 33% in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by Embiid. Portis, the pass to Kuzma. Portis the screen. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
So it's Milwaukee now. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Antetokounmpo outside. Out to Portis. Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Kuzma for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. And again, it's Philadelphia.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another. Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop.
Maxi's gone 2 of 5 tonight. To the left wing. Maxey covering. Tries it from 16. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Lillard outside. There's the screen by Kuzma. And the dunk by Lillard.
Oh, a terrific athlete. I love when Lillard uses his vertical to hammer it down.
Pass to Evans. There's the triple. The rebound by the Bucks. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Nice shot by George.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And the Bucks shooting 33% in the first quarter. Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. The fourth spot held by Joel Embiid. And, of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
These two were a consistent presence around the rim, able to anticipate where the ball was going and just gobbling up the boards.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. The 3-ball. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Outside Maxey. Shoots. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. A minute 9 left to play in the first quarter. For 3, here's Lillard. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Pass to Evans. Here's Barry. Antetokounmpo covering. For 3, Maxey. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Antetokounmpo. Paul George pulls it in. Pass to Barry. Lillard comes with a double. Here's Evans. And the 76ers another 3.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't connect from 14.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
George for 3. That shot is off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in total control, up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
The Bucks shooting 36% for the game. Not great. On the floor for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma out there with Grayson Allen. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Brook Lopez. And it's Hall in at the 2 guard. Here's Barry. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home. home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Kuzma after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Back to Porter. Nice move. And then Porter with the dunk.
With his vert, Porter Jr. has no issues getting to the rim.
Driving to the basket. And that one's good. Barry. 15 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?
Well, he's well on his way, Allie. Thanks.
Well, that's just good heads-up basketball from Embiid, making the pass to the open man.
Here's Hall, defended by Gordon. For three, Allen. He's off on that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. That's the first of a three-game trip out on the road for them. Now here's Gordon. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Good quickness on the catch and shoot. Gordon giving the defense no time to react off the pass.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Kuzma. And again, it's the Bucks missing. George outside. From downtown, yet another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. Here's Hall. Embiid covers. And Lopez gets it to go.
Boy, nice job that time by Lopez to find space with the cut.
Out to Gordon. This one for three. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Up top, Porter. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston. Yep, that one goes. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
Really good to see Porter Jr. crash the glass like that, using that athleticism to do some real damage on the boards.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. So both teams changing it up here. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead. That really...
Oh!
How about that one?
Damn!
Okay, was anybody expecting that? I know I wasn't.
No, I wasn't either. He may have even surprised himself with that one.
Takes creativity and spontaneity. The ability to make it up on the fly, that's special.
And here's Gordon from the arc. Counted from distance. Gordon's got his third bucket of the night.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
On the wing, Connaughton. Will it go? Barry pulls it in.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Kuzma with a double team. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. And a look now at the Milwaukee Bucks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Now here's Allen. 8 points in his last time out. Lopez, the screen. Here's Hall. Another shot. Back to Allen. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Philadelphia's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Here's Barry. And yep, it's good. 24 points for him.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here's Hall. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Pass to Drummond. Gordon outside. Three-pointer. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
And here's Allen. Here's Hall, coming off a 16-point game against Boston.
Also, his ability to push the action and get to the line made a huge difference.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Back to Gordon. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Pass to Allen. A shot to stop the drought. Oh, rejected by Drummond.
A really good shot blocker. I like how Drummond times it up when he goes after those rejections. Well done.
The Bucks shooting only 29% on this one. Not great. Here's Hall. Back to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hall, defended by Gordon, and it's Hall missing.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
You know, Clark, only a handful of teams have won more individual MVP awards than the Bucks.
That's really interesting, B.A., that you mentioned that. But that's how it goes when you have players like Kareem and Giannis walking through your door. And who knows, Giannis might have even more in him before he's done.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And there's the foul against Philadelphia. And that's good as he hits both shots. And the 76ers with possession. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
And overall, they were very consistent from the stripe. In fact, top 10 in the league in that category.
And you talked about their assist rate. It was impressive. They made sure to keep all 5 guys on the floor involved in the offense at all times. Great teamwork. Heel. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And a little contact never stopped Hield. A committed scorer who knows how to keep his balance on his shot.
Lillard, a screen on Gordon. Drummond defending. Some solid defense from Drummond. Philadelphia shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Here's Barry. 26 points for him. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. And here's Lillard. He's got 15.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And Milwaukee has possession. Lets it go from deep.
They really need to refresh their offensive strategy. Their shooting has been held to a very low percentage.
And the basket is good. 28 points for him.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Barry. 28 points for him. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. In third, the 76ers.
Free throw shooting for this team has become a real priority. They've put in the work, and they make the most of their opportunities at the stripe.
It's both from the stripe.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
More than just a score. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
The Bucks shooting only 27% for today's game. Lillard with the ball. 15 points in the game. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His fourth in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. Offline with a 3. Here's Barry. Antetokounmpo covering. Gordon can't hit. And the Bucks with possession. Ball stolen. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Iguodala. Yet another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Lillard right side. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Lillard's got 20.
And that mid-range J is automatic. I mean, Lillard loves getting room to fire these off. Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Defended by Gordon. And he lobs it up to the rim. 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. Can't hit that one. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. Antetokounmpo for 3. Barry pulls it in.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
Long-range shots like that, almost effortless for Hield. Every chance he gets, he'll take that shot. Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. They get it again.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making. Is not happening right now. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Connaughton.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half of this game. Now Antetokounmpo. 20 points for him last game against Boston.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
Now here's George. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Philadelphia making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fielding them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. Let's start out with a look at the recently announced Players of the Week. In the West, Big Daddy.
He's been their catalyst when they need a bucket or they need someone to make a play. They know they can turn to him like I could turn to you, Ernie.
Indeed.
Playing the three, he offers a lot of versatility as well, Shaq.
Ain't that what I just said?
Switching focus now, a tremendous showing in the first half for the 76ers.
Their efficiency on offense jumping off the charts in the first half. They've been focused on getting quality looks, and they're shooting a high percentage because of it.
No question they put themselves in a great position right now.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Now the Bucks with it. They host the Hawks after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. They've got Joel Embiid, Paul George out there with Maxey, and it's Evans in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
And they've been pretty meticulous offensively. That's only their second turnover of the game.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here, and that's really what it's all about. When you don't beat yourself, you become hard to beat.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Rare turnover for them tonight. They've protected the ball, and they're trying to protect this lead.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Here's Maxey. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Maxey's got 13.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Up top, George. Over Antetokounmpo. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Nice setup for one of the game's best shooters. Paul George, cash money on the catch and shoot.
Porter, the pass to Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. For 3, here's Lillard. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's Maxey missing. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Something Bobby Portis has truly captured is the love of the fans, Clark.
Yeah, his energy and enthusiasm is palpable and contagious, but he also puts in the work, and fans recognize that hard work.
Down low. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
On the wing, Porter fires for 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. To the paint. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 12.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. For 3, here's Lillard. Rebounded by Evans. The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Barry. And he converts the layup. He's got 38.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Portis, the pass to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Lillard against Maxey. Nice move. The shot by Lillard, no good. The 76ers have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Count it.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And the Bucks miss again.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it might be time to work on the playmaking skills. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Portis, left side. Ooh, he can't stop the run as that misses. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. For 3, Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage, he's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that.
Oh, big finish.
Man. And when the Greek freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Barry. And here's another one for the Sixers. The Bucks shooting just about 43% in the third. Portis outside. Back to Lillard. From outside the arc. Barry pulls it in.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And the shot goes in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up. This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Embiid. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Porter. It's deflected. Now Maxey.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Philadelphia.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
That free throw's good from Maxey. Well, we often see teams make big moves right before the trade deadline. Clark, do you like when a team goes through significant changes mid-season?
Well, it does keep things interesting, but as a general rule, I don't think you can do that consistently. But it does add some life and excitement to what's going on when it does happen. But major roster changes, as a general principle, are typically not going to work in your favor.
Both free throws good from Maxey. The Bucks shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Here's Hall. Maxey covering. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Slam home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
So it's Milwaukee now. Pass to Hall. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. George for three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Able to stretch the floor with his shooting. Paul George takes great pride in knocking down those triples.
Now here's Allen. And here is Kuzma. The 15-footer. The rebound by Embiid. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. To the middle. Good. He hits again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. In the third spot, Paul George.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
The Bucks shooting 40% since the break. Embiid against Antetokounmpo. Again, another missed shot. The 76ers shooting 76%. You don't see this often. And that one's good. Barry.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
And here is Antetokounmpo. He's got 16. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, the aggressive approach from Giannis, I like it. Not settling for the layup, instead punching it on him. That's the way you do it.
For three, Maxey. Doesn't go for him. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. Allen inside. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Evans. And the 76ers with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Antetokounmpo against Embiid. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pass to Evans. Here's Barry. It's George on the wing. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Evans. Sends it home from three-point land. 20 points for him.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
That one goes in.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Pass to George. Puts up a three. Another three for Philadelphia.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
And here are the Bucks now. Antetokounmpo outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And they earned a spot in the top 10 for team blocks. They used their big men well to keep the paint locked up and not allow... easy buckets.
And when you think about how well they shot the ball from the line last season, it really stands out, finishing in the top 5 and really taking advantage of any opportunity they got to cash in from the stripe. Muscala, he's checked in for the Bucks. The shot by Iguodala, no good. And Milwaukee shooting a disappointing 38%. Here's Allen. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Here's George, and some very quick points for him on that possession. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Pass to Allen. Muscala, screen on George. Allen finds Muscala. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And that one's good. Barry.
Speed and agility, guys. I mean, he went right to the defense and took it to the rim.
Here's Hall. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Drummond. Here's Barry on the take. And a two-handed jam.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Milwaukee with the ball. Pass to Hall. 34 seconds left in the third quarter.
Andre Drummond. That's his first personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Gordon, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Clark comes in for Maxey. Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Pass to Hall. Over Clark. And it's Hall missing.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Here's Barry. Off target at the rim. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. More 2K action in just a moment. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The 76ers shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Mike Muscala out there with Green. Then there's Pat Connaughton. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Hall in at the 2 spot. Here's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Barry. And the 3 off target.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Back to Beverley. The three. Clark grabs the board. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. It's hauled in by Connaughton. Well, Milwaukee's shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Inside, Hall. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
And that one's good, Barry.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Hall. That one no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Picked it. Oh, connects again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Pass to Drummond. 2 points. That one goes.
You know, this is where you want to get Drummond the ball. The closer he is, the more effective he becomes.
Beverly, the pass to Muscala. And the Bucks making a change here. Allen's checked in.
Substitution. Grayson Allen.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's Barry. They get it back to the left side wing. Let's go with a 3. The shot that time not on target.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
To the inside, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Beverly gets it to go.
Tremendous focus from the little man, Patrick Beverly there.
Here's Barry. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Beverly finds Allen. The 3 is up. Rebound by the 76ers. And the 76ers with possession. A big stretch here going. 10-2.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
First team foul.
Milwaukee with the ball. Beverly outside. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Well, since Commissioner Silver took over. Granted, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question.
Beverly against Clark. Muscala, screen on Clark. Beverly, the pass to Muscala. And he gets the bucket.
And Beverly has tremendous speed, both in how he passes and shoots it. Tough to cover in the screen and roll.
Pass to Gordon. To the wing on the left. Hits yet again. Wow!
And that's 70.
He is unconscious.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Here's Beverly. And here's Muscala. Drummond defending. Clock at 6. And Allen gets it to go. Allen's gotten his first basket of the night.
And the advantage he has is obvious. It's clear. I mean, just taking what the defense gives him there.
And here's Clark for three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Connaughton's got his fourth rebound in this one. Clark against Beverly. For three, Allen. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. It's Iguodala on the wing. Misses the three. The Bucks shooting only 31% in the game. Connaughton passes to Beverly. Nails it from three.
Beverly looking to score as soon as he gets the ball now, so you can't give him any room.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting right around 40%. And
oh
my! Throw it down!
Hey, B.A., not many players can pull off an incredible move like that.
Boy, you're talking about a very short list.
Boy, I tell you, he's one of those guys, fellas, that just causes excitement simply by walking into the building.
Over to the left wing. Here's Barry. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out!
Big finish. Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
And stolen by Clark. The finish! Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez. Lopez is checked in for Muscala. Portis comes in for Green, and it's Porter Jr. in for Beverly. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating. That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Porter against Clark. Connaughton outside. This one for three. Drummond grabs the miss. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
What you say?
Wow. My goodness. Come on now. The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Clark against Porter. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Porter's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
From 13, the shot won't fall. And Philadelphia the other way now. To the right side, Drummond for three. The rebound by the Bucks.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Eric Gordon gets the whistle that time.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Portis outside. Here's Porter. Drummond grabs the miss. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Iguodala. They get the rebound. It's Iguodala on the wing. And it's all from three-point range. Well, the Bucks shooting just 37% since the fourth quarter got started. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Here's Barry. Three-pointer off the mark. Well, Milwaukee shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. For three, Allen. Not going to go that time. Philadelphia shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. And another dime for him. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Porter against Clark. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Third personal foul.
When you look at Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he provides versatility out of the backcourt.
Bringing value as both a scorer and playmaker, B.A. KPJ is not your traditional 1 or 2. I think he's more of a combo guard skill set, and his athleticism makes him an X factor. He's very comfortable with or without the ball.
And the Bucks making a change here. Hall's checked in. Here's the three. And Grimes pulls it down. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to Barry. Here's Grimes. 4-3. Back to Embiid. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to deal with Embiid as my assignment tonight. I mean, he's taking everybody to school. Stay out of the big fella's way because he's doing work.
Here's Maxey. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Maxey's got 9 points now in the second half.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Another miss by Porter. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Here's Porter, and that one is stuffed right through.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Out left to the wing. Here's Hall. Maxey covering. And it's Hall missing.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Sixers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And what a huge performance it was for Big Daddy.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching this guy play.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep. Offensive board. Out to the wing. The three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Connaughton outside. Off on that one. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. Now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
You play the guitar just like you're in